Welcome back, fishing friends, to another adventure. All right, guys, I'm at a new spot here. Checking out this backwater pond. I'm going to be throwing this little generic whopper plopper. I don't know the official name of it, but we'll see what we can come up with. Geese have been all through here this morning. You can kind of see them back in there. So I'm going to fire this through here. I've also got the bitsy bug that I'm going to be throwing. Whew. Oh, it's a bit natty this morning. Anyway, we'll give it a shot. We'll see what... Ooh, I see some splashes already. Oh man, that thing casts a country mile. I'm not sure what the depth is back here. This thing's loaded with bass and it's northern pike and crappie. I may even throw the Beetle spin through here. Well, this little knockoff is not really a bad lure. Looks like a good place to throw the meps too. Alright guys, I don't really like to fish around aerators. Lost a couple lures doing that. A couple of bucktail jigs actually. So I'm just going to fire a couple times with a whopper plopper, this imitation whopper plopper. And we'll see what happens. There's all the geese. Looks like they're playing. There's some real young ones in there. Yeah, remember, I was casting near an aerator. Actually twice, once back in Texas and once here in Iowa. And I hooked them both on the side, down below. I guarantee those bucktails are still there, and whenever they came out to do maintenance on them, I'm sure they found those nice lures to keep. Oh, there's a third aerator over there. I didn't see that. Fourth aerator. One, two, three, four. Yeah, we may have to move down a bit so we're not bugging them or around those or bugging them. I know there's going to be fish around them, but I just don't want to get hooked into them. Alright, so I'm going to keep moving down around there, kind of where those geese are. It's a nice cool morning. Not too buggy, a little bit natty down in that back area there, but not too bad. What is it, Leo Shang is always having to deal with geese? Back in there is where I was. Now I'm kind of up over here. There's some more geese. The rest of the lake kind of cuts back through there. So I'm going to try to fish this opening. Oh, man. Here's a clean piece. Guys, I don't know if you can see all these feathers. Goose shit everywhere. That's pretty funny. Let me set this down. Get the gloves out just in case. All right, so here we are. Boy, I noticed those geese kind of bug each other a little bit. Siblings, I guess. I forgot I had this imitation whopper plopper and almost bombed it right into the lily pads. Oh. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get some of the cabbage off of this. There we go. I got a little topwater frog that I rarely use that I could fire in there also. Uh-oh. This one's hooked up with some cabbage. Alright guys, so I'm going to start bombing the bitsy bug. And we shall see what we get. Oops, got hung up on something. It's got to be those lily pads. Man, this thing looks good in the water. That dark kind of blue color is just absolutely perfect. Blue-black mix. All right, guys. Yep, I'm hooked up right on the edge of the lily pads. But it's caught up in all this cabbage. Whatever it is. Oh, it's a bass. Oh, it's a nice bass. Check him out. Boy, he smoked it. Bitsy Bug claims another one. Oh man, boy, it's a beautiful fish. Good job on that one. There he goes for the release. Just right on the edge of the lily pads there, like I'm always doing, and boy, he just smoked it. It was weird because I was reeling it in and I thought I was caught on the rocks, and when it got free, that's when he hit. And it really didn't do anything at first until I started to keep reeling. All right, cool stuff. We're gonna keep fishing, keep casting. On this rig, guys, I'm just using my usual setup. 6-foot ugly stick, 20-pound braid. But on this one, I've got a 50-pound leader on there, a fluorocarbon. Sometimes I go 20, it just depends on if I know there's a lot of pike in here or in where I'm fishing. Man, that Bitsy Bug is just looks perfect in there. And that swimming craw. See, it's heavy, and so you can punch right through a lot of that junk. All right, so I'm gonna move to the other side, way around, and I'll see you guys there. All right, guys, so I'm gonna try down by this bridge. I fished on the other side. There's our geese. I can't quite get to the bridge unless I'm on it and fish down, but stuff's getting tangled. But like right through here, I even brought the Beetle spin with me on the ultralight to give it a shot. So this is all rock bottom. There is some growth in there, but some good fishing. I just got to find a goose shit free zone. Look at all this goose shit. Jeez Louise. Alright guys, I got all these little holes here. God, I hope that's not snake holes. It's gotta be. Oof. I'm just gonna fire the Beetle spin out here and see what happens. Now this is just really light line. Boy, something jumped over there. Only got 6-pound SOS line on here, so I can't hook into something too big. I did catch that big northern the other day. I don't want to catch something that size. There's no way this line could hold it. I get a nice bass on the old Beetle spin. Seems a heck of a lot more active on this side than it was over there. I got something. I got something. I got something. Oh, it's a nice little crappie. Check out this little fella. On the Beetle spin. That's pretty cool. There you go, buddy. Just right in there. Too much cabbage for me to throw like a slab magnet or something in there. Ooh, I had another pop. The good old Beetle spin. Guys, if you never tried one, they are fun. And you don't have to use a little Beetle spin soft plastic they give you. You can swap it out with just about anything. You put a curly tail on there. Thing is, man, this thing is just so smooth in the water. I'm gonna run it past that little patch of grass. Oh no. Don't get stuck in the grass. Well, sorta. It's weedless for the most part, but you can get hung up. You could say that about everything. So I've got this on my micro rig. It's a 5-foot ugly stick. 6-pound SOS line, and that's pretty much it. You can use it to Beetle spin just about anything, catch anything with it. I've got a friend of mine, he calls sunfish or like bluegill brim, and he's down in Texas, and he's like, I'm gonna use that Beetle spin to catch that old brim, do some brim fishing. And I'm like, what? Oh man, I shouldn't be giving him a hard time. The one thing is, you don't want to go too fast, just go nice and calm. That's a mistake with a lot of these spinners and even the whopper plopper. You don't need to go 100 miles an hour, just give it a slow crank. There was a hit. I got one there. Yep. Well, this place is just loaded with little crappie. Check that out. It's another nice one. Nice little crappie. The one thing with the Beetle spin is it doesn't have trebles. So when you feel that thump, it's probably a fish that hit it, you just didn't get the connect of the hookup. So that's why throwing it out there and then retrieving real slow will help your hookup ratio. There we go. I barely thought hit that guy hit, but yeah, it's another crappie. Just right down there. There was a hit. Oh, I threw that one right into the weeds. We'll see if it came free. There was a hit. Dang. I got one. See, just a subtle little hit on him. You just barely feel him. Holy crap. There was a bass right in there. This one's a little bitter, a little bit bigger. He's barely hooked. There we go. Not too big, but nice and healthy. Boy, you just get a nice morning like this, and you just rip it through there. I want to try to get in there a little more, but with all that cabbage, I don't know how that's going to go. Alright guys, a couple more casts with the Beetle spin, then I'm going to switch to this knockoff Whopper Plopper. There we go. Just a real subtle bite. You don't need to crank them really hard to get them in either. Oh, he got off. What was that crappie number 5? If I get him within 3 feet of the bank here, I count them. I know some people say, hey, that doesn't count. Well, there's a lot of feeding going on right around all this cabbage. If you do get hung up, just barely pull it through so you don't freak out any of the fish. You still have a chance of catching something. These red-winged blackbirds are all over the place over here. A little bit of cabbage here. Give it a shake and it comes right off. It's a perfect day. It's kind of cloudy. It's in the high 70s, low 80s. The thing is, we need some rain. Some parts got rain up here in northeast Iowa last night, but they need a heck of a lot more. Alright guys, in my little mystery tackle box, I got this Strike Pro Crank SS. And I got the little trout, walleye, panfish box. So we're going to fire this out there, see what happens. Hopefully I don't get caught in any cabbage. But it's kind of a cool little deal. Great castability. Oh yeah, check it out. That's pretty cool. I had a bluegill right there come up and take a peek at it. It's kind of a little topwater guy. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Ooh. I had something come up and hit it. I threw it over there and the birds didn't like that. Something was gurgling right below me there. It's our old buddy, old pal, the goose back there. He's wanting to come over here from that other little slackwater pond. It's kind of like a runoff pond. A couple more casts with this, and we're going to change it up. Alright guys, we're hooked up on this little Crank SS. Check it out, a crappie got it. Not bad. That's good stuff. That's pretty cool. Well, see if I can get these out without using the pliers. There we go. All right, pretty cool little crappie right there. And the release, there he goes. All right, guys, so this little guy works. Just got to bring it in kind of slow. But that's pretty cool on the top water. Alright guys, I switched to the Yum Crawbug. I know I was going to throw the Bitsy bug back in there, but I see some crawfish here and around, so I'm going to chuck this out there. I got to be careful because it can get hung up, but we'll see what happens. Just going to bounce it along the bottom here. I got like a 1/16 ounce jig. Not going very fast, just nice and easy. Alright guys, I got something on this little craw. What is it? On this little Yum Crawbug. Oh, check it out. It's a nice crappie. Boy, he went in there and hammered that. Come on. That's not bad. 8-10 incher. Nice and healthy. Pretty good looking fish right there. When he smoked it just right out here, about a foot out. That's all it is right there. Good stuff. All right, I'm going to throw it a little bit longer, then we'll switch it up again. This beetle spin, guys, is so much fun to throw. I can't describe it. I'm using the ultralight with it. And oops, I'm hung up here. For the most part, it's weedless, but every once in a while you'll get something like that. More? Come on. Well, this one got all wrapped up on it. All right, here we go. You cast that thing a country mile and just reel it in real slow. And boy, they'll pick up on it. Catching quite a few crappie out here today on it. I'm worried about catching a northern on it because I only have 6-pound line. I have that 6-pound SOS line. SOS from the folks at Trout Magnet. No complaints about the line whatsoever. It's got great castability. Am I caught up again in this cabbage? Let's go, Mr. Beetle Spin. You're supposed to be weedless. Yeah, it never hangs up on the hook. It's always up top there. There we go. I think that one came through clean. Oh, felt something catch right there. There we go. I got something. Yep. I'm pretty sure I got something. Nope. I did. Do I? Oh yeah, I do have something. Well, it's a tiny fella. It's another crappie. Boy, he choked that thing too. Man, the crappies are loving this. There you go, buddy. Boy, he barely hit. I could barely feel that. That's good stuff. There we go. Just reeling her back in nice and slow. This one's a little bit bigger size. Easy. Where's this one hooked? Right in the roof of the mouth. Check them out, guys. Got my pliers on my Actually have shorts with pockets this time. Pretty cool fish. They're not big hogs, but they have the potential to be in here. Ooh, and I'm sure there are places like around those pilings where I can't get to. If I had a kayak, I could. I keep hearing all kinds of splashes and junk back in there. And there's some lunkers in here. Big bass, northern pike. Well, I think I'm going to head out here in a few minutes, and I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a nice, big, fat, ice cold, sugar-free diet root beer, A&W diet root beer. Oh, on a hot day, that just hits the spot. Maybe even a little ice cream sandwich. I've been doing pretty good of keeping the lard off. I just need it to keep coming off. There goes our bicycler. He goes by a few times a day. A great way to stay in shape if you're elderly and your knees and body can handle it. Get out there and ride the bike. Especially not many people come down this road and it's paved. See, he does a U-turn and goes back. We're hooked up, guys. Just right there by the lily pad, that, not lily pads, but that junk in there. It's another dinky crappie. Good stuff. Well, guys, I think that's gonna wrap it up for today. If you never got a Beetle spin, get one. It's good stuff. You can even put different little plastics on there. It doesn't have to be their little plastic. And you'll have the same results. It's the action of that little blade spinning. It's good stuff. And I don't reel it in very quick. I just enough to get everything moving. I don't do a massive hook set. Usually when they're on, they've got it. I had one flop off at the bank here, but that was about it. All right, guys, the other thing is, good news, is I'm closing in on 100 subscribers. Man, if you guys could help me out with that, please, please do that. That would be like a little goal. Oh, and the bat went right by the bass and he didn't even do anything. I don't do this professionally. I do, do it for fun, for friends and family. But it would be cool to get 100 subscribers and then keep on climbing. So please do that. Like, subscribe, share. If you see something, oop, oop, oop. Oh, I was gonna say, if you caught anything or have anything experience with the Beetle spin, leave a comment. Do I got one? Do I have one? It's in the cabbage. I got another one. Well, this little thing, and these crappie aren't that big, but they're fun to catch. So let me know if you use a Beetle spin and what you've caught on it. And I've caught some big bass on it before, you know, 2-3 pounders. I guess not, maybe not big, but you know, decent sized. All right, there he goes. Well, thanks for hanging around, guys. Look how cool this is. I'm gonna go get my sugar-free diet A&W root beer. I'm a caffeine freer, so that always works well. Been caffeine free since 1996, and I gotta tell you, it changed my life forever. No more up and down cycles. I can get up in the morning, eat breakfast, and hit the road, get in, teach school. Don't have any of that, you know, dead tired at the end of the day junk. I don't have any weird cycles at night. No cravings for caffeine. I can just get out and go. Everyone's dragging and waiting, and not me. I got a funny story I got to tell you one time. So when you're a school teacher, you chip in money for different committees here and there. So there's like the welcoming, or not the welcoming committee. It's a committee that does stuff. It's like the special occasions committee. Courtesy committee, that's what it is. Well, they'll take care of birthday stuff, birthday cakes, anniversaries, babies, you know, showers, any of that kind of stuff. They'll send the cards out, everyone signs it, so we all chip in. It's like 20 bucks. Then they have one for the coffee. You chip in money for that. And I didn't chip in, and so I had, I'm not kidding you, the first 2 weeks of school, and this was like my first couple weeks at my new school, and this was back 2004, 2005. So, no joke, they asked me, at least 4 or 5 people, they came by, you know, because people have the list, they circulate it, and they're like, well, gee, Mr. K, you hadn't chipped into the coffee fund, you need to do that. And I'm like, no, I'm a caffeine freer, so I'm not going to chip in money for that. You know, I don't touch caffeine. And the look on their face is like shock, jaw-dropping shock. Just like if you hooked into a, you know, 15-pound Northern. So then a couple days go by, assistant principal comes by. Hey, Mr. Keithy, we noticed that you didn't donate to the coffee fund. No, I didn't donate. I'm a caffeine freer. And they're, you know, the look of surprise. Then towards, you know, the middle of the next week, one comes by, kind of a old crow, an elderly teacher. She says, hey, we noticed you haven't donated to the coffee fund. And I said, well, I don't drink coffee. I don't drink anything with caffeine, so I'm not going to donate. And she's like, well, donate anyway. We could always use the money. And then I thought there for a minute. I was like, are you serious? I said, well, if they start providing caffeine-free drinks down there, you know, next to the coffee machine, then I might think about it. But for now, no, I'm not going to donate. Anyway, so I don't know. I had friends and family said, just put in the money. It's for a good cause. Well, that money would go to other good causes, like if kids are selling stuff for band, for fundraisers and different things. And so I wasn't trying to sound cheap, but you know, I'm not going to put 20 bucks in for something I don't, you know, touch. So it was kind of funny, and then it was pretty cool. A couple times a month I come by with a cart. The administrators do, and they would offer, you know, kind of teacher appreciation, even though it wasn't teacher appreciation week. They'd come by and offer drinks on a little cart, and every time it was Coke, Dr. Pepper, tea, sweet tea, regular, you know, unsweetened tea, all this caffeine stuff. And I say, no, you know, I don't touch caffeine. And they're like, oh yeah, that's right, you're the one. Then finally one day after like year 4, the principal remembered and came by with a Sprite, and I was like, what? One of those, you know, little liter things of Sprite. And it had been in the refrigerator. It was ice cold, and I like flipped out. I was like, oh, thank you, you know, very much. Later on, sent him an email. I was like, you know, everyone always forgets about me. And when it comes to, you know, the beverage cart and all that kind of stuff. Oh man. Anyway, just a funny story there. I see something moving right there. One more cast. Nope. Anyway. Sorry for going on and on about that, but it just got me thinking now that I'm going to go get, and see, root beer doesn't have any caffeine in it. But boy, I'll tell you what, I love all of them. A&W, Barks, Mug. But the thing is, they have so much sugar in them, and I got to stay away from sugar, and A&W is the only one that I've found that has zero sugar. All right, thanks for hanging around, guys. I may come out here this evening, pitch it around a little more, test out some other stuff. I didn't even try the Senko, and I got to try that out here. Just do an exclusive Senko thing. I've got three different types. I've got that Guggen's Senko type cigar bait. I've got the Weston, and I've got some Yamamoto's, 2 different colors. So maybe we can do that. The Guggen's one's big and heavy. It'll punch through stuff. I can't remember what theirs is. Lunker Log or something like that. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.